Hello, everyone. So, today's topic is all about heartbreak. We've all been there, that crashing feeling of loss, the emotional roller coaster, and the nagging sense that something's fundamentally wrong. Today, we're diving deep into this topic. It's a topic that affects all of us at some point, the heartbreak. Well, here's the thing, it's not just the loss itself that makes healing so difficult. Our own minds can sometimes be our biggest obstacle. Today, we'll explore 5 sneaky ways your mind might be keeping you stuck in heartbreak. And most importantly, how to break free from its grip. We'll delve into the psychology behind these tricks and offer practical strategies for overcoming them, so you can reclaim your emotional well being and move forward with your life. So, I've lost the most important person in my life. The first mind trick is a devastating thought: I've lost someone important in my life. Why does our brain do this? Well, it feels like a part of you is gone, doesn't it? This isn't just sadness, it's a deep sense of loss, like a limb has been amputated. Your brain, in its own way, is trying to protect you. When a significant relationship ends, it feels like a fundamental part of your identity has been shattered. Our minds crave familiarity, and the sudden upheaval creates a sense of instability. This loss can trigger a cascade of psychological and physiological responses. You might experience intense feelings of loneliness, emptiness, and even a sense of physical pain in your chest. This can manifest as a dull ache, tightness, or even a racing heartbeat. From a neurological perspective, heartbreak can activate similar brain regions as physical pain. Studies have shown that areas associated with emotional processing, such as the amygdala and the insula, become hyperactive, while regions involved in reward and motivation, such as the nucleus accumbens, become less active. This can lead to a decrease in dopamine levels, contributing to feelings of anhedonia or the inability to experience pleasure. Now, reality check. It is crucial to remember this. You are the most important person in your life. No one else can fill that role. Your worth is not defined by your relationship status, and you are a unique and valuable individual, complete and all on your own. So, how do you overcome it? To break free from this limiting belief, let's prioritize self-care. Rediscover the joys that bring you happiness. Make time for activities you love, whether it's painting, hiking, reading, or simply spending time in nature. You can also reconnect with old friends, nurture existing relationships, and build new ones. So you've got to challenge this thought. Every time the thought "I've lost the most important person" creeps in, consciously counter it with affirmations like "I'm strong and resilient" or "I'm worthy of love and happiness." Second, you gotta engage in acts of self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a dear friend going through such a difficult time. Journaling could also help. You gotta express your emotions through writing. It can be incredibly therapeutic. Allow yourself to freely explore your feelings without judgment. Mindfulness practices as well. Techniques like meditation and deep breathing can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, allowing you to gently redirect negative thought patterns. Lastly, engage in physical activity. Exercise has been shown to have numerous benefits for mental health. It releases endorphins, which can have mood-boosting effects and can help reduce stress and anxiety. The second mind trick is "I can change, let's try again." This insidious trick stems from the denial and bargaining stages of grief. Your brain, desperate to alleviate the pain, clings to the hope of reconciliation. You might find yourself obsessing over what you could have done differently, replaying arguments in your mind and desperately searching for ways to fix the situation. This can lead to a dangerous cycle of self-blame and self-criticism. You might start to question your own worth, believing that if you were only different, the situation and the relationship would have survived. This can manifest as excessive self-criticism, rumination, and even attempts to drastically alter your personality or even appearance. It is important to remember that this is a normal part of your grieving process, and it is crucial to recognize when it becomes counterproductive. So, reality check. It is crucial to acknowledge that the relationship ended for a reason. While personal growth is always valuable, Attempting to change yourself solely to win back someone who is not right for you is a recipe for disaster. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, understanding, and acceptance. So, how do we overcome it? Instead of focusing on changing yourself to please someone else, channel your energy into personal growth for your own sake. Engage in self-reflection. What did you learn about yourself and your needs in this relationship? What are your values and how can you live more authentically? You can also set personal goals. Focus on achieving your dreams, both big and small, whether it's learning a new language, starting a new hobby, or pursuing a career change. These accomplishments will boost your self-esteem and remind you of your incredible potential. Then remember that the right person will love you for who you are, not who you want to try to be. Now, the third trick is the obsession to make contact. Our third mind trick is the relentless urge to contact our exes, often fueled by a desperate need for closure or a lingering hope of rekindling the flame. But why does our brain do this? Humans by nature are social creatures, and the sudden absence of a significant other can trigger feelings of isolation and loneliness. Our brain craves connection, might desperately seek to maintain that link even if it's causing you more pain. This can manifest as constantly checking your phone, scrolling through your social media, or even showing up unexpectedly. This constant craving for contact can mimic addiction, releasing dopamine in the brain and creating a temporary sense of pleasure. Then it's followed by a crash of withdrawal symptoms like anxiety and depression. From a neurological perspective, this can involve the activation of the brain's reward system, similar to what happens with substance abuse. The brain becomes conditioned to associate contact with an ex with positive emotions, even if the reality of the situation is often quite different. So here's the reality check. Constant contact almost always prolongs the healing process. It keeps you trapped in a cycle of hope and disappointment, preventing you from moving forward. Every interaction, even a brief one, can open old wounds and reignite feelings of hurt and rejection, and honestly, we've all been there. So how do we overcome it? Implement a strict no-contact rule. That's the first step. It might seem drastic, but it's often the most effective way to break free from the cycle of obsession, and those are like obsessive thoughts and actions. You gotta block their number and their social media accounts. Remove any triggers that tempt you to reach out. Replace the urge to contact them with healing coping mechanisms. Exercise, meditate, spend time in nature, or engage in activities and like creative activities that can help you can help distract you and channel your energy in a positive direction. You have to lean on your support system as well. Talk to trusted friends and family members about your feelings, share your experiences, because sharing your experiences can provide valuable perspective and emotional support. Engage in activities that promote relaxation and decreases stress. Techniques like deep breathing, yoga, or listening to calming music can help soothe your nervous system and reduce anxiety. Next trick is my life will never be the same. Mind trick number 4 is my life will never be the same. Why does our brain do this? Well, change, even positive change, can be very unsettling. Your brain, in an attempt to protect you from uncertainty, may paint a bleak picture of the future filled with loneliness and despair. This can lead to feelings of despair and hopelessness. You might envision a future devoid of joy and fulfillment, believing that this heartbreak has irrevocably damaged your ability to love and be loved again. This can manifest as a loss of self-confidence, a fear of intimacy, and a general sense of cynicism about relationships. So here's a reality check. While it is true that your life will change, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will be for the worst. In fact, many people experience significant personal growth and newfound freedom after a breakup. This can be a time for self-discovery actually, for exploring new passions, and for building a life that truly reflects your values and desires. So how do we overcome it? Embrace the unknown. View this as an opportunity for new beginnings. Focus on the future, set new goals, both big and small. What have you always wanted to do but never had the time or courage to pursue? This is a perfect time. Step outside your comfort zone. Try new things, meet new people, and explore new places. Remember, this is your chance to create a life that truly brings you joy and fulfillment. Visualize a positive future. Imagine a future where you're happy, fulfilled, and surrounded by loving relationships. This can help shift your focus from the past to the possibilities that lie ahead. Practice gratitude. Focusing on the positive aspects of your life, such as your friends, family, hobbies, and accomplishments, can help shift your perspective and improve your overall well-being. Now, the final mind trick is I need to know exactly why they stopped loving me. Why does our brain do this? As humans, we crave closure and understanding. Our brains seek answers to unanswered questions, hoping to make sense of the pain and confusion. This need for answers can become an all-consuming obsession. You might find yourself constantly analyzing past conversations, searching for clues, and even trying to contact your ex for explanations, only to be met with the silence or vague responses. This constant search for answers can leave you feeling frustrated, confused, and even more hurt. It can also prevent you from moving on, as you remain stuck in a cycle of rumination and self-blame. So here's a reality check. It is important to acknowledge that relationships are complex. Sometimes there isn't a single clear-cut reason for a breakup. Feelings can evolve, circumstances can change, and sometimes love simply fades away. Trying to pinpoint a single why can be a fruitless and even self-destructive pursuit. So how do we overcome it? You have to accept that you may never have all the answers. Trying to pinpoint an exact reason can be a fruitless and self-destructive pursuit, as we said before. You gotta focus on self-forgiveness. Instead of dwelling on what you could have done differently, focus on self-compassion and understanding. Shift your focus from healing. You gotta channel your energy into activities that bring you joy and peace. You gotta engage in creative expression again. Art, music, writing, any other form of creative expression can be powerful tools for processing emotions and finding meaning in your experiences. Seek professional help. If you find yourself struggling to cope with these feelings, consider seeking guidance from a therapist or a counselor. They can provide you with tools and techniques that can help you manage your emotions and develop healthier coping mechanisms. And lastly, remember that your mind is a powerful tool, but it can also be a source of self-sabotage. By recognizing these mind tricks and implementing the strategies we've discussed, you can begin to break free from their grip and embark on a journey of healing and self-discovery. Heartbreak is a painful experience, but it also is an opportunity for growth. It can force us to confront our deepest fears, reassess our values, and discover hidden strength within ourselves. So you have to be patient with yourself and remember that healing takes time. There will be good days and bad days, moments of joy and moments of sadness alike. So you have to allow yourself to feel the full spectrum of your emotions without judgment. Remember to seek professional help if you're struggling to cope with heartbreak. You gotta consider seeking support from a therapist or a counselor. They can provide us with tools and strategies for managing our emotions and navigating the healing process. You could also join a support group. Connecting with others who've experienced heartbreak can offer a sense of community and understanding. Sharing your experiences with others can also help us, as those people can relate and can be incredibly validating and empowering. Please remember that you're not alone on this journey and everything will eventually pass. I hope that understanding those tricks that our mind play on us can help you move on from a difficult heartbreak, or may God forbid in the future, if you struggle with such feelings of heartbreak, they can help you overcome them quicker. Anyway, please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Even if you find like any new words that you didn't know before, you can like type them down there. I can give you like the meanings later on, or you can like Google them and write them for other people to learn. That would be a fun activity actually, because you wouldn't forget it if you Google it that way, or like if you remember the word this way. Anyway, for any kind of questions about English in general, since I'm an English teacher, please like type them below. I'll do my best to answer any questions you have. Good luck with your journey, whether it's like happy moments or sad moments. Hopefully they're all happy moments. Good luck with everything, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.